the ever-pervasive now and the dream of proof. They're not going to trick me. I look into my heart. I don't open my eyes and believe anything in this world because this whole place moves like a dream. And that's why the argument people keep trying to win is already broken from the start. There is no way to prove God in this reality, and there is no way to disprove God in this reality. No way at all. Anything that ever appears here, a portal, a figure trained into us as an angel, a miracle, a sign, another person will see a UFO, a projection, a hallucination, technology, deception. The moment something is seen, it collapses into interpretation. And interpretation belongs to the dream. So the argument never lands. It cannot land. This world only produces appearances, and appearances never carry final authority. That is why I don't anchor myself to what shows up outwardly. Not because I deny it, but because I understand it. Phenomena can move emotion, but they cannot establish ultimacy. This reality is images, signals, spectacles. None of them get the final word. If your foundation rests on signs, it can always be shaken because signs belong to the same level as illusion. The structure that keeps people trapped is memory. Memory pertains to the past from the point of the present. It is not access to a place that exists somewhere else. It is a function happening now that points backward. Imagination pertains to the future, also seen from the present. One reconstructs what is said to have been, the other constructs what is said to come. Both arise from the same point. Both occur now. They are the same operation facing different directions. This is why the past cannot be reached and the future cannot be entered. They do not exist as locations. They exist only as present acts of mind. The dream convinces people otherwise by confusing projection with reality. Yesterday is not a place. It is not sitting behind you like a room you could return to. Everything called yesterday is a present recollection. That's all it ever is. So does that mean yesterday didn't exist? In the only strict sense that matters, yes. You cannot find it. You cannot touch it. You cannot bring it forward. You can only remember it now. And the moment you call this moment now, it slips as well. So now becomes the strangest thing, eternally, infinitely. Forever. Always. Never now. That is why we don't go back in time. We only move forward. And even that forward is not movement from behind to ahead. It is the renewal of presence. Over and over. No behind. No ahead. Just appearing, dissolving, appearing again. Awareness refreshes itself, and memory pretends that refresh is motion. This is also why stories of the ancient past work the way they do. Dinosaurs. Giants. Lost ages. Weapons found in the ground. Bones. Artifacts. What is actually being held is an object encountered now. The leap from object in front of me to world that was happens through imagination. Not as a lie, but as a mechanism. The same faculty that builds tomorrow builds yesterday. A picture forms, and the picture is mistaken for a place that existed. People believe awakening comes from connecting dots. I saw this, it made me think of that. Now it makes sense. Now I believe it. Now I apply it everywhere. Now I'm enlightened. That is not awakening. That is just a better decorated maze. Real seeing is not accumulation. It is subtraction. And this is where articulation becomes the hardest thing. The seeing comes first. Words come last, if they come at all. The thoughts and insights can be whole and complete, but they cannot cross into communication without articulation. And articulation is not just choosing better words. It is a mode of expression. It is the causing of a relationship between minds without forcing something non-linear into a broken linear container. That is why rest, nourishment, and clarity matter. Not because they create insight, but because they remove friction. When the body is quiet and the mind is not grasping, articulation comes closer to the seeing. Still imperfect, but closer. And when it lands cleanly, it unsettles people, not because it is loud, but because it bypasses their usual mental anchors. This is also why meditation over years reveals something deeper than most explanations. Not because others are not circling the center, everyone serious is, but because most keep trying to reach it by filling the cup. More concepts, more arguments, more proof, more structure, more evidence. But it does not work like that. It is the emptying of the cup, not the filling of the cup. Amen. Let it be so.